With this new video, we'll be bringing you up to date with all the latest goings on at Reiff Agricultural Contractors. We'll be showing you some of the latest vehicles and implements to join the fleet, and we'll give you a glimpse of the shooting for our series j-reiff Fendt Classics. If you want to find out more about Reiff Agricultural Contractors and their activities, check out their website or follow j-reiff on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to make sure that you don't miss out on any new videos. The prize for the most expensive additions to the fleet definitely goes to the two new Rogator 665s. Here you can see the older machine that was put into service back in 2021 and has covered an impressive 12,500 hectares over the years. At the beginning of 2025, this machine was replaced by a new Rogator. For our shoot, we let the two machines spray a few rows with water to see how they compare. The expansion of the contractors' crop protection and liquid fertilizer application capacities are due to increasing requirements on their own farm and to growing demand from their contracting customers. Both self-propelled machines have a tank volume of 6,000 litres. However, they have different boom widths. The machine with the working width of 30 metres is mainly used for agricultural contracting work, and the 40-metre machine is used in the fields on the Reiff farm. We already covered some of the changes to the potato cultivation in the first 2024-2025 updates video. In 2024, they had 300 hectares to harvest by autumn. They relied on 4 towed potato harvesters from Grimmer for this mammoth task. And they also used 2 new 32 cubic metre trailers from Dutch manufacturer Beko to transport the harvested crops away from the fields. These trailers were also used to move sugar beet and cereals. Luckily for Reiff, construction work on their potato warehouse finished right on time for the harvest. Reiff cultivates potatoes on their own fields and on fields belonging to neighbouring farmers for their partner farm, Nicolet. After being weighed, the harvested crops are tipped into a receiving hopper. Any soil left on the tubers is then removed with spiral rollers. Small potatoes are also separated off at this stage. The crates are then filled completely automatically. The machine adjusts the discharge height of the conveyor to the crate's fill level to keep the falling height as low as possible. Once this is done, the wooden crates are then transported to the warehouse with a forklift truck. The warehouse is air-conditioned and ventilated with the latest technology. Potatoes can be stored here for up to several months until they are outsourced. Mark Nicolet grows many different varieties of potatoes in order to provide the fresh food market with a range of washed, unwashed and peeled goods. They also produce potatoes to make fries and chips for a local own brand. And seed potatoes. With Reiff, Nicolet has found a partner that takes on an important role when it comes to carrying out the necessary fieldwork to expand potato production. Now, to make enough space to store all the potatoes that they harvest, the Reiff team had to take some from j-reiff's collection of classic tractors. As a temporary solution, they have erected a tent hangar to house these amazing machines. Measuring 25 by 80 metres, the tent provides plenty of space for j-reiff's many historical Fendt tractors and implements. Our j-reiff Fendt Classics series, which is available on DVD and as a 4K video stream, gives viewers some insight into the world's largest Fendt tractor collection. The 4th instalment was released recently, and shooting work for the next film began in summer 2024. The focus of this film is the legendary Vario 600 series. A lot of exciting fieldwork has already been shot for j-reiff Fendt Classics Part 5, which should be released this autumn. Alongside running a well-known agricultural contracting company and farm, the Reiff family also manages a workshop, a civil engineering company, a second-hand machinery dealership, and a forestry business. The management of the surrounding woodland is one of Reiff's oldest fields of activity. In addition to selling wood, they also produce wood chips that are used as fuel for their site's heating system. Last year, the forestry business reorganized itself to take care of the thinning and maintenance of the roughly 120 hectares of woodland. With Marco, they now have an experienced forestry worker in their team. Among his machines is this Toyota Hilux pickup, which has been equipped with tools and safety equipment according to his wishes. Now let's take a quick look at some of the other new additions to the Reiff Agricultural Contractors fleet. When it comes to precision sowing, Reiff relies on machines from Väderstad. For the 2025 season, they procured 5 new Tempos with various different configurations. Their 1- or 2-year-old used sowing machines were sold. When it comes to Lemken ploughs, Reiff now likes to use ones equipped with a Vario plough control system. This system has isobus control that automatically adjusts the cutting width of the plough. It also helps to improve the quality of the work and makes it easier to plough on slopes. The Reiff team also bought this Jet X from Alpego for the plough-free cultivation of grassland. Thanks to a second small seed tank, this machine can be used to sow grass seeds and oats in a single purse. They also produced a new boom mulcher from French manufacturers Noromat for landscape management and municipal services. This is usually attached to a 724 Vario Gen 6. We'll be shooting this machine some more over the coming weeks. In order to better support associations and events in the region, the Reiff team got a refrigerated trailer and a bouncy castle in the shape of a Fendt tractor. In part 1 of the news update, we reported on the construction of the company's new site in Trois Vierges. The 4-story building will include offices for the workshop's planning and construction department, as well as spaces for the civil engineering part of the business. As a sustainable raw material, wood plays an important role in the building architecture. Soon, customers and groups of visitors will be welcomed at the reception, and a fan shop will be built. It is very important to operations manager Jeff Reiff to save some space for photovoltaic modules with the expansion of the company premises. The entire photovoltaic plant generates far more electricity than the site actually uses. The maize harvest is one of the biggest fields of activity for Reiff Agricultural Contractors, both in terms of revenue and in terms of workload. In autumn 2024, they had 9 forage harvesters out in the field. Just like with their Fendt tractors, Reiff regularly swaps out their older class forage harvesters and combines for younger second-hand machines. The machines are used for contract work for 1 or 2 harvests and are then sold on the company's website once they've clocked up between 800 and 1500 operating hours. In past years, the forage harvesters have been exported to many countries. In addition to businesses in neighbouring countries, the harvest machines have been sold as far afield as Spain, Hungary, Romania and China. The customers particularly appreciate the well-maintained agricultural machines that they can purchase for a fraction of the price of a new machine.
Abladen.
2024 was a very wet year, and not only in northern Luxembourg. As such, a lot of mass of maize had to be removed from the fields, and in many cases the fields were actually very hard to travel on. In 2024, various different working machines from JCB were put into service. This included 2 large loaders for agricultural tasks and civil engineering. The 457 has an operating weight of almost 20 tons and is particularly well suited for silo compaction. One interesting detail on this machine is the blue LED flashing lights on the back that are activated when the machine reverses. Other loaders give off an acoustic signal as a warning, but many residents that live in the area around where the machines are used find this noise quite disruptive. Thanks to the striking LED lights, the noise problem is now a thing of the past. Of the 9 Class Jaguar forage harvesters in the fleet, 4 of them will be equipped with NIR sensors in 2025. This technology has already been in use in silage making for many years now and provides useful information about harvested grass, maize and whole crop silage. The NIR sensor determines the level of constituents like crude fibre, sugar and crude ash in the silage. It also measures the dry matter content. To increase the level of precision, it is recommended that the driver carry out a counter weighing when changing varieties or fields, and that they compare the weight with a vehicle scale. The data that is collected can then be viewed immediately by the agricultural contractor. They can then prepare this data and send it out to their customers. Dairy cow farmers and biogas plant operators can use this data to better plan their current harvest, but also to optimize the possibilities for fieldwork in the future on a field-specific basis. To round off this update video, we're quickly going to show you 2 new tractors that have recently been added to the fleet. More specifically, these are 600 Varios from Fendt, which have not been in series production for very long. While a lot of the tractors don't stay in the Reiff fleet for long, this 620 will have a different fate. In keeping with tradition, the first Fendt tractor from a new series that joins the Reiff team is added to j-reiff's collection once it has finished its active service. We'll be back in northern Luxembourg with our cameras very soon. We've added a few links about Reiff agricultural contractors and information about our long film projects like j-reiff Fendt Classics in the video description.